So I'm watching this video by Defunct Land. Defunct Land. Okay, there we go. Now I can see my phone. And they're making a video about Action Park. And it started talking about one thing that kind of reminded me of something. And that was the wave pool. And then it got me thinking, you know, I should do a video about this. Because the way he explained it was almost exactly the same as the one I went to. That isn't. Oh, I guess the cat was in the yard. Anyway, it exactly explained how. And I'm not like athletic level swimmer. I'm not no Olympic level swimmer, but I know how to swim. Okay, and so check this out. So I was going with the Alpha Shadow Hot clone, Joshua. This is back like 2016. I don't think it was 2017 because around that time is when he started going cuckoo. So I don't know. So as far as I know, he went, and Apollo, Zentab, Tandon, I don't know what he goes by now. Krusty, I don't know. So all three of us go, and Joshua F's Alpha Shadow Hot clone, the Joshua, his mom, or her mom, and so we all go, and there's this wave pool, and I'm like, this is interesting. I like this. This is different. Never been to one of these before. I don't know how we went or why, but we did. So, you know, that was a thing. And also, her mom's friend also had went. Her being Joshua. And, so we go, and, this wave pool, like there's different type of things. There's this wave pool, then you got like a spa or some type of pool or something. And yeah, it was interesting. But anyway, I don't remember what it was. I think it was like some small pool or something. And I remember we all sat there at the end of it. But anyways, so we go to the wave pool at some point in time. I think that was the first thing we did. And so I'm swimming. Everything's going chill. I'm all laughing. You know, we're all having a good time. And then all of a sudden, like, I can see the waves. I can see everything. I can read it. I know, like, if it goes higher or lower. And I can see, like, oh, okay, I might have to swim a little more because it's getting a little higher. I might have to swim a little less and be more chill because it's getting, you know, a little lower. But I got to be prepared. Here's the thing. You know, even though I was prepared, it didn't like get me ready for what was next. And this part I really hate because I don't know if it happened to anyone else, but it definitely happened to me. And I'm wondering, like, if it happened to me, it had to have happened to someone else. So what happened was, you know, like I said, I was swimming, and I knew, like, the level of the water and all that stuff, or at least I could tell. But then all of a sudden, you know, I'm laughing, and then all of a sudden it just goes over my head. And I'm, like, drowning a little bit, and I'm like, what the freak? And it's getting a little bit hard to swim. I'm like, okay, this is kind of weird, but all right then. So, you know, that's happening. I'm like, this is kind of weird, but whatever. I'll just ignore it and start trying to swim a little more if that's what's needed. So I start doing that, and then it's doing it again. It goes over my head a little bit, and I'm like, I at least drank like 5 to 6 bottles of water, like all the way brim to the top of this water that could have had someone doing some type of bathroom activity in the water. Someone could have gagged and threw up, you know, vomited. I don't know what was in the water, if there was brain-eating amoeba in there. I don't know. But what I did know was one thing. And that one thing was, that was really weird and really stupid. But then I just, like, got out of the water and I said, screw this. I'm not swimming in this no more. And matter of fact, I don't even know what this place is called, but I do not like it, and I'm never coming back. Which I'm not. But I want to know if someone can find it. Because it reminds me of Action Park, because literally Defunct Land said This lap pool, or wave pool, I mean, was problems for all swimmers of all levels. So we're talking like even the best swimmers couldn't even tell or read the waves that were coming through. So already that's an issue. And if this random water park type place has this and has the same issue, then why is this place still up but Action Park gets taken down? Oh, because Action Park was by Disney and it was more well known, so there's more complaints. Like, that's a little weird to me. So anyways, the location of where it's at is near, and it's definitely not in this town, but Kingman, Arizona, northwest Arizona. And I don't know if it's in Tucson, if it's in Prescott, if it's in or Prescott Valley, if it's in like where, I don't know where it's at. I mean, shoot, it could be in Phoenix. I really don't know. I don't remember the drive being that long. I think it was like an hour out of Kingman. So, I mean, it could be anywhere. It really could be anywhere. But, you know, I'll let the people do the detective work. And I know people will want to, because obviously they don't want, you know, another Action Park happening, and especially to affect one of the best people on planet Earth, being me, making the best things of all time, being innovative and revolutionary and whatnot. So I'm just letting you guys know, if you guys live around Arizona, if you visit Arizona, you go around, be aware if you're going to go to a water park that there is one that has that issue. And I'd rather you guys do the research and see what place it is and figure that part out first before even traveling, going to a water park around that area, because that's a really big issue, and that's really, really not good that that place exists, because a lot more people are going to get hurt. And if we get rid of it now, the complaints to that company won't have to be done later and then get shut down way later than it should, because it's causing issues. And I don't want to hear the complaints from some people that are going to say, oh, it's just a one-day thing. You only went there for one day and that happened. It's not going to be like that every day. Well, it shouldn't have happened to begin with. And because it happened to begin with, people still could have got hurt. And again, I know how to swim because I got taught and all that. I know how a little bit of it goes. I can't remember because it's been a long time ago of some of it. But I know enough to keep my body afloat. And I mean, back then I had more weight and I worked out more, so I had more control over my body. So I know how my body moves and works and all that. And the thing is, it's the same with Action Park. It still happened to begin with, and a lot of people got hurt. And that place got shut down. So let's shut down this other place that's not really knowing how to work the stuff and not really knowing what they're doing, apparently, because that's what happened with Action Park. I mean, like, it's like this, okay? If you really want me to break it down for you, how about this? If a robber robs multiple banks, and then one of the banks he hits is $1 million he gets, then he gets caught. And people know who he is before he gets caught, all that. And then another robber doesn't do all the banks, but he robs one bank, gets $1 million. And people know who he, oh, well, I mean, like, people don't know the place that I'm talking about yet, so when they do, then they'll know who that person is, identify him, and then they get caught and then shut down, just like Discovery Park, just like that first robber did. So that's basically what I mean. They might not be doing as much damage as Action Park, but this park still did something that kind of affects me to this day, because it's like, this is sad that I'm sure this place is still up and making more money and hurting more people. People are giving their money to these people and then having it happen in a wave pool. So I'm just letting you guys know now to try to fix this issue before another Action Park happens. And it's up to you guys to do that, because I would do it myself. But obviously I got a lot of other stuff I got to do. But I'll do a little bit of research just to see if I can find something. Maybe I'll look up water parks in northwest Arizona or water parks near Kingman, Arizona. That might get me to pinpoint exactly where the location's at, and then I can look up Google Images to see what it looks like on the inside to know, and then I can use like Google Earth to see what the outside of the location looks like, because I do not remember. Like, I know what the inside looks like, and if I see it, I'll be like, yep, that's it, because I remember the inside, but I don't remember the outside. So, and there's a little tutorial right there to figure out how to fix this issue. I'd really greatly appreciate it from you guys, and when I say greatly, I mean that word, like, especially because, I mean, when there's problems that can be simply solved, why not solve them? You know, there's only so much problems we can solve, but we might as well do them because it would make the world a better place. So, hope you have a legendary grand day. Peace, love, prosperity, positivity. You guys already know what it is. Even though I got 3 of those from Logic, I still use them because it's just truth. It's just life right there. That's just what it is. So, thank you guys for watching. It's been your boy Zach Mountain, or the homie Zach, and I'll see you guys whenever I make some more content. And peace. FaZe up. No, I'm just kidding.